Yes. Very much live. Very good. Hopefully, this is out of the way and you guys can see me okay. Yes, okay. So, greetings and good morning to you guys all over planet Earth. Your girl here, rah rah rah. I can't even get the words out because it's cold. It's so cold. And of course, you know that it's probably not very cold to some of you, but it's cold for me, and my fingers are jamming up, my jaw is jamming up, my nose is cold, my toes are cold because stupid me has been out in the garden. It was a frost last night, rain last night, and and a frost, and I went out in my gardens with my um, Ugg boots on. I was gonna say new Ugg boots, new slippers. They're not Ugg boots, but they're just some $10 slippers. Actually, that my mother bought me, and who's just texted me, how much rain? I text her this morning already. Hold on. Isn't that funny? Let me just write to her. So we had five meals last night. But I don't trust my rain gauge so much because I don't know. The rain in this area, it comes in horizontally like this because it's so windy all the time, and I just don't trust the rain gauge. So it says 5 mils. I don't know. I don't know if that's real. But anyway, my Ugg boots, these slippers she's got me, they look like they're already a year old. They are full of prickles. They are full of straw. Like, it's just ridiculous. And they're white. That is just not a color to have out here because everything just gets dusty so quickly and dirty. White is not my color. Hi Ivan, so lovely to see you. You make my soul so joyful. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Welcome to my live stream. So anyway, I'm here. I want to talk about. Actually, you know what? So I got a message through the week through my website, Alluin.com, that why was I not posting any more recent witchcraft videos or alchemy type videos? Honey, do you know how busy your girl is right now? I'm so busy with renovating and running this little farm, and it really has not even um, I am nowhere near the height of running this place. I'm just getting foundations. Like, I've only got 2 acres, but once my 2 acres fill with palms and roses, I mean, I think I'm busy now. When these are full, like, it's just going to take things to the next level, and so I am busy. I'm busy, and I'm just not making so many new videos because my days are full, and so I basically like to come online, do it live to interact with everyone. um, you know I'm doing it once a week right now, but like I do it just to check in with everyone because let me actually, you know what? Let me show you what I have been doing. I've got the picture here. Let me see if I can bring it up. Gerha has been out concreting these last couple of weeks, and if you follow me on Patreon, you will see my little updates with that. So maybe you can see that. I think so. Um, is this working? It must be working. let me see. Yeah. So anyway, so this is what I'm working on right now. And you know what? I have no idea what I'm doing, but I've done it. And I've just made stairs out of bricks. As you can see, there are some bricks down in the right hand side. And then I have just used like a cement render over the top, and it's a little bit higgledy-piggledy because I there are some rocks that I just could not dig out of this area, and anyway, I like it, and I could put some geraniums there on the left. And what you are not seeing in this picture is I've actually done the adjacent garden on the right hand side of the stairs, and I've bricked all that up now, rendered that. In fact, I did it yesterday and then it rained and I had to go out and check the cement to make sure it didn't wreck it, and it was okay. It was okay. So then I put in jasmine as well. I have a jasmine plant on the left and the right. And yeah, and I've been cementing those columns in the back. So, you know, this is why. This is why I'm not posting so much, because I'm committed to, you know, establishing the foundations of this farm. And like, it is work. I have never ever worked so hard in my goddamn life. It's real work, and it's hard work. Have you ever lifted a 20-kilo bag of cement? They are heavy, and maybe 20 kilos isn't a lot for people, but I don't know what it is about 20-kilo cement bags. They are so there's no handles, there's no straps to hold these bags. I mean, and I'm lifting, like, I go through these bags. So when I go to the store to buy them, like, I'm getting 6 or 7 at a time. Thank God they're cheap. They're like between $10 to $12 a bag. But, I mean, I'm lifting this shit by myself. And, oh my gosh, like, it's work. Your girl has got some guns on her now. Like, I am out there every single day, and just constant, and now is the time for me to do all the real heavy duty physical stuff, because the weather has cooled, and I mean, I was still doing it in the summer, but now I can lift rocks, because I was always I never wanted to see any surprises under the rocks, because there's a lot of snakes here and a lot of venomous ones, and I certainly didn't want to see Violet anytime soon. And for those of you that don't know who Violet is, go back in my previous videos and you'll know about Violet. She is a big brown snake, who is a bit of a protector of the land. But you know, I kind of feel in tune with her now, and it's almost as if I know where she is on my property, and I don't fear seeing her. It's more so the little ones, the little snakes, the babies. Yeah, it's so much work, and so this is what I've been doing, and I'm just not on watching videos. I'm not making videos. I will post up on Patreon, but even then, it's my patrons that follow me there. It's like check-in videos and letting people know what I'm up to, and so I haven't, you know, disappeared off the face of the planet. But I'm exhausted by the time I come in after dark, like, or you know, like it's dusk, and because I put the chooks to bed after the sun has gone over the hills, and then I do a little bit of watering. Well, I don't have to today, thank God, but I usually do a little bit out on my front side. And then I come in, and by that time I'm tired. I usually boil an egg on some toast, and I run myself a warm bath before I get comfortable. And once I have that bath, I just get into toasty clothes and just lie out right here on the floor with this little pillow and I just lie out and I read, or I listen to just some audio that I love listening to. I might watch something, but I just chill. And the last thing I want to do is edit and make a video. I'm tired. And I don't have any help out here doing this with me. Like, nobody. And I wouldn't dare ask anybody for help. Ever. I would be embarrassed. I would never ask anybody for help. Um, so I've done everything pretty much myself. My father, however, did show me how to mix concrete um, properly when I first started, like a couple years ago. But ever since then, I have been on my own doing this, the whole damn lot. Everything you see in my videos I've done. So it's a lot of work. Never ending work. Never ending work. But it's good. So this is why I haven't been uploading. But, my heart is still there. My heart, I mean, I'm an alchemist. I am a witch. So it's not like I have to be a witch when I come in at night. I am a born witch, a natural witch of the old ways. And so it's just a part of my life. And in fact, being out on the land and working the land and talking to Earth and listening to Earth and nurturing her, I feel more in tune with her than ever before doing all this work. Out, out in it. So I'm out in it. And I thank you for your patience. If you have sent me messages, I will get back, but it's just, your girl. She is busy. So, so this is what's up. I'm not actually sure what's going on with my live stream. I hope the connection is good. Can I don't want to refresh this page because I don't know if I'm going to lose it. I won't refresh it then. Hi, Christine. Yeah, you made it early. Hello, Mamacita. Hello, everyone. Hi, Leanne. Looks good. I would like to see how you have decorated your house. Well, this is what I'm doing right now. So, hi, Alchemist. You look fabulous. Hard work looks good on you. That's the sweetest thing. Oh my God, love you. Yeah, so I'm slowly renovating. As you can see, this is the schoolhouse that I'm in, and behind me is actually going to be a really old piece of furniture, like an old lounge, and I found it at an antique store a few weeks ago. It's so old. I think he said it was made in, it's a club lounge, and it was made in the 1940s. He's going to sell it to me for $100. And I can't really afford anything else right now. But the style is something you will not see anywhere in stores, like anywhere at all, because they're not made like this anymore. It's really kind of low, and I want it low to go under the mirrors here. It's like a French club lounge, he said to me, and it's just stunning. It's stunning. I was looking for a while at used Chesterfield sofas, and if you know what a Chesterfield is, it's these really old leather lounges, and I only want a used one. I could never ever afford a new one. Have you seen the prices of those damn things? But I like the used ones because I feel better with reusing something. I love the Chesterfield design. You can get them also in velvet. I love the velvet ones. I would take any, but problem is logistics. And all the lounges that I did find, the Chesterfield ones that were secondhand and antique, they're all in the city. And I contacted ages ago a logistics company that moves furniture and stuff. It's got to be either new and packaged up properly or professionally packaged up for them to bring it up here. It would still cost a lot. Otherwise, they can't do it for liability purposes. And I'm like, ugh, I don't want to have to go to the city to pick this up. And I don't even have a trailer. So I'd have to ask my dad, and I would not want to it would just be a drag going to the city with my father. Oh God. Oh, so I just, yeah. So I thought this would be the next best thing because this antique store is somewhat local, and it's gorgeous, and it's cheaper, and it just seems to be right. And they've got two because I've got another one here that is so fugly. It's so ugly. It's just, it was here when I bought this place, and I've said before, they have literally just left their shit here, and I've just thrown out as I've gone along. And I've always kept the lounges because I didn't have anything else. And so I want to get rid of that one, or at least temporarily put it down in the cellar. Um, so there's these old, both two lounges for $100 each at this antique store, and they're out in this old dank shed, and they're full of dust and broken springs, and oh my gosh. So I will have to either reupholster them. I haven't seen them in full view. I can only see them partially because there's stuff stacked up on top of them. But I like the shape. I can obviously see the shape, but the condition they're in on top, I haven't been able to see properly yet. But I like the shape, so I'm happy with that. And some of the fabric is, it still looks good from the outside, but yeah, I don't know. I'm creative, so when I get them eventually, um, I'll work it out. I'll work it out. I'll work out what I'm going to do, just like I've done with here. And I really want to get rid of this drawer thing here. This was here, and I want to replace it with something old and nice. So there's going to be some more changes, and like I said in the last video, this is only the beginning of my renovations. I've still got to do all these walls here, but I ran out of fabric. That's what I said on my Patreon video, is that the company that I bought it from is suddenly not sending to Australia, and so I've had to have the fabric sent to a girlfriend in Canada, and then she's going to post it to me here in Australia. So that's how it is right now in the world. So anyway, thank you. Hi Lena. Blessings from Erie, is that how you pronounce it? In Ireland, obviously. So is it pronounced Air? E-I-R-E? Wow. Joanna, hi, Joanna Lazari. Hello, princess. Oh, you're sweet. Hi, Tracy. I love antiques also, Tracy. Like, I will take old over new any day. And, you know, it's, I don't know, there's something, and being clairvoyant, you can really pick up, or at least I can, on the energies of old things. And it can change the dynamic in your home. And even now, just having these old pieces, it just feels, it feels right. It feels good. You know, so it changes the ambience of your home. So it's been a huge job. And because of the current conditions of the world, I'm waiting for things. I have been waiting for things to arrive for ages. And actually, those that have ordered from me, from my website, or Etsy, I apologize, because the shipping is just, it's out of my hands because of this damn you know, pandemic thing happening around the world. It's just thrown all logistical things and shipping into a tailspin like never before. So I've been waiting for things for months to turn up, and they still haven't arrived. So what can you do? What can you do? You just have to wait. There's nothing else you can do. No kicking and screaming is going to make things turn up quick enough, or quicker, as quickly as you want them. So I do the best with what I've got right now, and it looks a damn sight better than what it did before. And it is a slow process. Like, I know it takes years for some people to renovate, but you know what? I have the luxury of being able to work from home, and I have hours, in my days to do these things. And so, and I use the hours, but I think that's why I make such good progress, is because I can devote my day to doing this, and working around my business schedule, and my shop and what it is that I do online. Um, I couldn't live it any other way. And when I see people, and I'm not discriminating against people's way of life, but when I see someone in a 9 to 5 job and they are devoting their life's energy into somebody else's dream in the form of working for them on an hourly wage, I just think life is too precious. Time here is too short to be spending your time working in an office in a 9 to 5 job, especially if you don't like it, when you could be at home working on your own dreams. There is no currency to me that is richer than that. And, I may not have a deep pocket of money like a lot of these people that are around me, but I feel like my life is richer than any of I feel like the richest person in the world. Are you kidding? I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing, and there is no currency to me that's richer than that. When you're in that attunement, when you're in that flow of abundance, there is nothing that compares to that. And so you could be financially very well off, but you could be you could have discrepancy emotionally, in that lifestyle, because you're not doing what you're wanting, or you're not happy. And so, you're wasting your time here. And look at life now more than ever. It's really time to get, your eggs or your ducks in a row, getting things more akin to your own energy, and that alignment, that internal alignment, that's just, it's so paramount in order for you to have a very fulfilling life. And it's so hard for people to think outside of that, and people are so conditioned to judge, and people do it all the time. If you say you don't judge, well, people do judge all the time on how much money you earn, or what job you have, or what status you have in the world. It's a natural reaction for people to judge like that, and people just don't value. Well, not I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people just they just don't value anything other than monetary worth, because that's the conditioning. That's the lifelong, born and die, life and death conditioning of this planet. And the sad thing about it is that if you have a lot of monetary wealth, or if you are a wealthy individual, doesn't matter how evil you are, you still have a pass in this world to have respect, or have opportunities thrown at you, because people value money on top of, or more than, anything else. Really, they do. We only have to see that. It's playing out. Some of the evilest, I don't even know if that's a word, but some of the people that are so, or they seem so separate from the plight of helping humanity, are some of the wealthiest individuals on the planet. But you know what? The sad thing is that they actually may believe they are helping the planet in their own, kind of messed up way. It all comes down to perspective, and that's the scary thing about life, is that there is no right and there is no wrong, and there is no, innately or inherently evil, and there is no inherently good. But for me, at least, I have a moral compass, and individually, I, I know what's right and wrong for me, and whatever else is, what governs other people's lives is their own path. But I just think that when I know what a moral compass is, and I think if that's out of tune or out of whack, it's pretty obvious to see that. It's pretty obvious to see that, and it's only common sense. So, I think that money is, yeah, it obviously it has its place, and we cannot blame money itself. It's the energy that we have put behind it, and money is not the root of all evil. Money is just a neutral medium. It's a neutral tool. It's a catalyst. It is a catalyst. You know, just like this phone. It's sad as it looks. It's a catalyst. I can decide how much time I spend to use on this. I might not want to check this for the next 6 years. I can't blame this phone. The phone is just a catalyst. It's just a thing. It's me that gives it the life by either using it or not using it. Anyway, may not be such a good example, but you know what I mean. Oh. Alkanos says, you have manifested your own reality, and I admire that. I'm learning to manifest things while also striving for more. Joanna says, I try to find my path, but it's not easy. Joanna, it is so easy. It is so easy to find. All you have to do is do the things that feel the most beautiful, the most love, the most things that feel the best to you. That is your path. And if it wasn't, you would know it. You would know it. And I've always said, you have to follow what feels right. If that means painting all day, then so be it. Do that. If that means, I don't know, if that means doing something that's just not normal, then do that. Whatever feels right to you. We all know what love feels like. Well, at least I think most of us do. Or we all at least know what it feels to love something or to enjoy something. Most of us can work that out. So that's easy. I think what you mean is that you're struggling with how to go about it. Well, you just got to start doing it. And if it means doing small aspects of that every day, eventually you're going to, get more of that in return and move into that flow of abundance. That flow of abundance will only be as weak or as strong as you allow it to be. So the more that you are in alignment with what you love, the more that current is going to be strong. That abundance, that flow of abundance will be strong. And, and I liken it to a river, because if the river is flowing strong, it is hard for it to deviate. If you are in a strong, energetic field of alignment, it's going to be very hard for that river or that flow of abundance to venture off course. Whereas if it's weak, it's very easy for that that flow to branch off and go a different direction. So, that could be another crude example, but it's very easy to find. Don't make it difficult. And especially saying them very bold, affirmative statements. It's difficult. I don't, or I can't do it. These are words that should be erased. There is always a way. There is always a way to do it. So you can tell yourself, thank you, higher self, or thank you, self, for showing me the right way, or thank you, self, for presenting opportunities in front of me, in my path. You say that when you wake up, first thing in the morning. Say to yourself, thank you, universe, for always bringing me exactly what I want and more than I could ever expect. And thank you for always putting me at the right place at the right time. So you got to say it with conviction. You got to really believe it and know that you are always at the right place at the right time. There is no other way. There's no other. If you weren't, you wouldn't be there. You wouldn't be there. You would be somewhere else. If I was not meant to be here, I would be somewhere else. If you were not meant to be where you are, you would be somewhere else. So don't overcomplicate things. It is very simple to find what it is that you love and move in that direction. It's more so about letting go the control, letting go of the fear, and just allowing it to happen. Hi, Johnny Mole. Oh, you're sweet. Hi, Ameto. Yeah, Ivan says we are literally meant to do magic. I could never compromise myself to the monster that is capitalism or that style of life, no matter how much they call me crazy. I totally support you. I understand exactly what you're saying. Yeah, this thing that's shoved down our throats, it's just so it's just so not right. It's wrong. I do not support, mark my words, I do not support, I do not endorse any government on this planet. And so I look to the stars. I look to the stars. I look to our local neighbors, galactic neighbors, solar neighbors for wisdom, for insight. All I know, bottom line, is that our, not only our solar system, but our local sector of space is teeming with life. Life is prolific. It is everywhere. We have been lied to again and again and again and again forever about life elsewhere. It is the most dumbest, stupid, fucked up thing to believe, or for us to be told that we are the only unique sorts of life in existence. That is just the most preposterous information that is disseminated to us. That is the biggest load of bullshit ever. And for us to be thought of as crazy, for us to believe that there is alien life, and for those in power on our planet to make us feel stupid and crazy that we believe that there are aliens and that we believe that there are other species of humanoid life, for us to be made like we are stupid because we believe in this is criminal. It is criminal. Life is prolific. Let me tell you, life is prolific. And Earth is being watched by God knows how many. There are so many spacecraft around Earth. And Earth is already represented by another galactic form. All I know is that there is going to be intervention if what we do to our planet is going to threaten our neighbors like Venus and Mars or any other planet. If what we do is going to be a threat to our galactic neighbors, there will be intervention. Other than that, we have to work. Well, I'm not including myself, but these other fucktards that are running our planet, I wouldn't even say they're running our planet, but digressing our planet, they have to work it out. And obviously working it out has always come to disaster and catastrophe and apocalyptic conditions. That always seems to be the way with our species, and it's embarrassing. It's about time that, we can see past this. You and I can see past this, obviously, because we're here. You're on my channel. We talk about these things, and not just me, but there are thousands of people talking about this, and we are knowing that there is something else. But there is already governance over our planet. Earth is constantly being observed. Let me tell you this. Earth is being constantly observed, and all I know is that there will be no intervention to save ourselves or to save us, because we have to work it out. But I do know that should there be a threat, a threat to cause any destruction to our neighbors, local or galactic, there will be intervention, and there already has. There has been so many scenarios of intervention, such as nuclear warhead testing that's been shot out of the sky, and the hydrogen bomb that a lot of people don't know about in the 70s that almost completely annihilated our whole planet. Like, there are so many instances where we have come so close, and the outsiders that are watching our planet have had to intervene because of our own damn stupidity. So, it's embarrassing, because there are a lot of us that are willing to be accepted into the galactic or the local galactic neighborhood. But, look at our planet. Look at what we're doing. We are run, and we value power and money above all else. And it's embarrassing. So, it's about time that it's about time that we get our shit together. Ours is together. It's everybody else, because obviously we can't do it individually. But I don't look for insight or wisdom or anything from anyone on this planet. My insight is off-world. And the only insight that I do get from this planet is from the earth. It's from the plants, it's from the animals, it's from the earth. That's it. That's the only insight I get. So everything else, off-world. I have no interest in what's going on with politics, with voting, with anything. I do have interest in what's going on with 5G, obviously, because that is out of control. We just have no idea what we're sticking our fingers into. And for a human to think they are so powerful, a few individuals that think they are so powerful and their egos are bigger than the earth itself, to think that they can run and operate this beautiful planet. Not that they are in complete control, because obviously there are other forces above them that, are in control. But to think that anyone or anything can create such havoc on this planet, our planet, for personal gain or for personal greed, it's going to be reactive. It's going to be reactive. And for those, at least under the auspices of their own ego, the ones that are human on this planet, I just think, have you seen how big Earth is in an ocean of life and planets? We need to be connected to our brothers and sisters of space. It is so overdue. And we need to be working together with this. Need to be working together and to create an incredible race. And I try not to look at the news. I try not to look at keywords. I was getting frustrated last live stream when I see on my phone, look at this, hashtag. Can you see that on there? Oh, sorry. Stay safe. You can fuck off with that. Stay safe. Whatever. This is what I mean. This is the planet we're on. So I look to the stars, always. And, you know, as Venus is setting the evening star, I don't know if you know your stars or astronomy. I do. But if you are looking at your night sky, Venus is always dropping. And I always greet my brothers and sisters, my Venusian brothers and sisters of Venus. I always salute them as I see Venus going down over the horizon. And I send them my love and salutations. And, you know, I can't wait for the day where we connect face to face. And, you know, so I will. And I'll lie there in my bed at night and I'll look up at the stars. And I talk. I talk to the stars. I send out my energy off this planet. And, you know, they know who's running the show here, and they know what's going on, and they know there are a lot of good humans that are small groups of humans that are doing their part and their best to live in harmony with the ways of planet Earth and to become galactic citizens of, you know, our local confederation, because there is a local confederation, and it's in well, actually, it's a huge confederation, and there is a list of oh my gosh, offhand, I don't know how many members are a part of this, but it's massive. It's massive. But I don't know how many confederations there are, but at least this one there, it's massive. It's huge, and many star systems and portions of galaxies and planets and planetary bodies are in this confederation. But as they have said, representatives of this confederation, Earth cannot be given approval to join this confederation because we are not ready. We are not ready for galactic citizenship, is their words, not mine. So, you know, it's, what do you do? Small groups around the earth, we are taking matters into our own hands and living the life we want to live, creating the golden age, moving in the golden age. And there is nothing egotistical or ridiculous about that. There is nothing stupid about being open to life and being in communication with life forms and individuals from off our world. And for anyone to point the finger and say, oh, you're woo-woo, or, you know, oh, this is ridiculous. You are ridiculous. You are ridiculous for having your mind so closed and, you know, with your head so far up your own ass, and all you're worried about is your damn paycheck that you get paid every week, and you keep spinning around on the hamster wheel, you know, living for the next paycheck and what you can spend it on. That's not living. To me, that's not living. Anyway, I don't want to discriminate. I don't want to get too hot-headed and passionate about it, but that's the truth of it. I think what's going to happen is that small groups around the planet are going to take matters into their own hands. These groups will get bigger and bigger. We will end up creating our own governance. Our own governance, if we're not wiped out first, and these other dickheads will be, who knows, I don't care. I send them blessings and wish them well on their own, you know, dynamic journey. But it's going to be the people that will make the change. Breathe, girl, breathe, breathe, everyone. Hi, Athena. Hey, I can't stay long, but just wanted to say hi, and I'll watch the rest later. Love you, Athena. Hi, Goddess TV. All the way in Africa, girl. Alkanos says, also fear. Fear keeps people in pigeonholed, feared up to be judged, fear to fail. Did you ever struggle with fear? You've always struck me as fearless. Well, I am fearless. I had fear as a kid. I was terrified of thunderstorms. As kids, I was terrified. As a kid, I was terrified of thunderstorms. Um, what else? Oh, when I had my abduction experiences with ETs, yes, I have never felt so much fear in my goddamn life. I had so much fear, not with all of them, just with certain situations, particularly the tall greys, tall and short. I had never felt so much fear in my life, and I literally thought I would die of fear. It was awful. You know, it was that is when I have been most fearful. Um, and where that fear came from, I don't know, but it's not natural for me. But there is nothing to fear. There, you know, putting those aspects aside, at least on Earth, there is nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. Actually, I did get scared the other night. I was sitting here and I had my front door open. I had just finished doing a meditation, and so I was in the zone, and everything was quiet and still. And I'm going to do a strange sound now, but this is what the sound sounded like right outside my door. It's this exactly like that, but it's loud. It's this oh shit, I must have jumped 10 feet off my chair. My God. And what it actually is, it's a kangaroo. They do these hideous sounds, but this damn kangaroo was right next to my door, and he must have been watching me in the dark. There's a whole bunch of them that come right up here, and Mama Kay, she has been at the door, and I've heard her crunching and eating grass. She hasn't been here, she hasn't been around my door recently, but I have seen her in the paddock. But this other one, and I think it's a male, I don't know why they do this sound, but he did it right next to my door, and I shat myself. So I was fearful the other night. So I got up, I jumped up. I got off the chair, and I went out the door, and I saw him, and he started hopping away. Oh, God, I was so scared. It was more fright than anything. It was pretty funny. Athena says, I still have yet to email you the question and attach what I wanted to show you. We'll do it soon. Yes, honey, and I still haven't responded to you. But you know me. Hi, Anya. Yes, truth does prevail, always. Hi, Andulairah, I've only recently discovered your dance channel. Where did you learn to dance like that? Honey, I think it's always been in me, and I don't know. I don't know. I just love to dance. I love to dance, and yeah, I don't know where it comes from, but I love to dance. Yeah, just letting it move. That's exactly right, Anya. Middle Eastern dance mixed with her feeling, the musical energy, and letting it move her. It's exactly that. And this is why dance is included in a lot of ritual and conjuring up and building and accumulating energies, because, you know, it's not about you dancing to the music. It's about the dance and the music overtaking you, and you just get into it, and I love it. And I don't know how everybody else dances, but your girl loves to dance. That's how I let it go. I love to dance. And you know what? It really makes me feel like a woman. I love to dance. Love to dance. I like soup with sour cream. Can you do a new house tour? I like seeing your environment decor. Not just yet. Perhaps in a little bit when I do finish everything. I'm not comfortable with doing a house tour just now, but perhaps I will in the future once everything's done. Hey Tomboy, hey girl, hey Pharma A, and everyone here today. Ah, They should be hashtagging stay independent, stay free, stay smart. That's what they should be doing. Screaming engine. Woohoo, caught you live. Much love to our lovely keeper of the chooks. They're a little bit whingy this morning because it's cold, and I think they want me to go out and play with them. But it's now just come in really cloudy, and I think it's going to rain. It really looks like rainy weather. And actually, last night, silly me. So, you know how I was talking about these bags of cement? Well, as it was raining last night, it was pitch black because I don't have this damn street light out here anymore. And I forgot to take like 3 bags of this cement inside. I left it on the step for me to put it in my workshop. Oh my gosh. So I had to go out there in the pitch black and rain. And I'm in my slippers, in my pajamas, and I'm having to put these damn 20-kilo bags of cement in my workshop before they get too wet, and they were already wet. If any of you know about concrete or cement bags, you can't have them out in rain or around water because the cement mix will go like rock. It'll get so hard, it just makes your life hell. And I mean, you can smash it up again and use it, but it's not the same. It's not good quality cement for your mix. And I really wanted to go out and finish my side garden today, but this weather is kind of making me think otherwise. So yeah, anyway, I've been here an hour and talking about high alchemy, to kind of conclude everything. Alchemy is everywhere. You can call it witchcraft, you can call it alchemy, you can call it magic. We are creating magic, whether you know it or not, every single day. People are unconsciously creating magic every single day, by your thoughts, by your actions, and really magic and witchcraft, it is not hocus pocus. Everything resonates at a frequency. Everything you do resonates at a frequency. So depending on how simple or elaborate you choose to partake in life of an esoteric way, or partaking in magical rituals or prayer or whatever, it really depends then on the result that you're going to receive. But bottom line, so to keep it simple, whatever you put out is what you're going to get back in return. So the best thing to do would be to be in that heart alignment. We know what we love and we know what we don't love. And even babies and children can work that out. So, some kids like playing with blocks and coloring in, others don't. They know what they love and they know what they don't love. Surely by now as humans we can also work that out. But actually it can be more difficult for humans because they are so clouded with stuff in their head, and it's harder for them to discern what it is they love because they're thinking of other external factors like money, responsibility, control, fear of losing everything. So it probably is difficult or it's more difficult for humans to work that out. But when you push all that aside and can really concentrate what it is that you love, then you will start to, if you can attune to that and adjust your frequency dial and sit in that frequency of love, that love frequency for a while, you see how the way you think starts to change, the way you act starts to change, your body will start to change. You might suddenly start becoming healthier. simply by attuning your frequency to what is more conducive and more loving for you. So there is nothing hocus pocus about the way I live. I find that it's more natural and more beautiful than anybody um, stuck in a rat race kind of life that is fixated on money and material things and consuming and looking for happiness outside of themselves, when in actual fact happiness is from within, and that's all there is to it. So anyway, guys, I need to get up and stretch and check on my chickens, and I want to have a look at the weather. I want to talk to the sky. I want to ask her what's going on. I want to ask her if I can cement today or not, and I need a coffee and a banana. So anyway, I love you, and may you always be blessed by the supreme truth and love of the cosmos. As always, look to the stars for insight, for wisdom, for love, for inspiration, for everything. You know, look to the earth or look to the stars. Don't look to the news. Don't look to television. Don't look to your cell phone. Look to the earth, because the earth is truth. Gardens are truth. Plants are truth. Truth is all around you in that aspect. If you go looking for truth through your government or your politicians, you're never going to find it. And the truth is in the stars. Look at the stars. Look at the earth. Put the two together, and you have your truth. You have love, you have truth. This is what is most important. I love you, and may you always be blessed by the supreme truth and love of the cosmos. Love you guys.